Good evening, everyone. Start out with agenda item 1.1, that the Council of Town of Kindersley, having established quorum, resolves to call the November 28th, 2022 regular meeting of Council to order at 5 p.m. Need a mover, seconder, please. Chris, second. Warren, all in favor? Thank you. Anyone see anything they want to move from the consent agenda to the regular? Don't think there was any. There are a lot of reports in the consent agenda this meeting, but we'll kind of go through them when we get there, if that's okay. Move on to agenda item 2.2, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to adopt the agenda for the November 28th, 2022 regular meeting of Council as presented, and that a copy of this agenda be attached to and form part of the minutes of this meeting. Could I have a mover, seconder, please? Randy, Rob, all in favor? Carried. Anyone see anything in the agenda they wish to declare a conflict of interest on? Move on to agenda item 4.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves, whereas the time being 5:02 p.m., that the regular meeting of Council be adjourned to a confidential in-camera meeting. Mover, seconder, please. Warren. Second. Gary. All in favor? We'll carry on with agenda item 5.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves, whereas the time being 7:15 p.m., that the confidential in-camera meeting is concluded and the regular meeting of Council is resumed. I need some movers and seconders. Randy, Rob, all in favor? Carried. Thank you. Agenda item 6.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to approve as presented the minutes from the November 14th, 2022 regular meeting of Council, and that these minutes be attached to and form part of the minutes of this meeting. I need movers and seconders, please. Rob, or Warren, and Chris. All in favor? Carried. 7.1, the financial report.
Okay, so this is to the end of October. We're 75% done of the year. The only new item on the list that is different from the previous month is that the OH&S and the person that we have contracted just hasn't sent us a bill yet, so that's why it's low. we'll remind her that she needs to do that. And then, yeah, other than that, it's the same. We're pretty much, you know, on par for most of the,
Nothing, no surprises.
no, not so far anyway.
I don't like, that's good. I like no surprises. Okay, we'll move on to 7.2. That the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to direct the mayor and CAO to enter into an advertising and naming rights agreement with the Kindersley and District Co-op. You agree?
Sure. So this is an agreement with the Kindersley Co-op. They are going to sponsor the co-op arena again for another 10 years. And they also have a section of stair risers in the EC arena that'll stay in there as well. And it'll be for 10 years at $20,000 a year.
Questions on that, Council? If not, can we have a mover and a seconder? Randy? Gary? All in favor? Gary, thank you. And agenda item 7.3, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to direct the mayor and CAO to enter into a Zamboni sponsorship agreement with Full Tilt Holdings Ltd. You want to comment on that one as well, Marjorie?
Sure. So this is a 5-year advertising agreement to advertise on the 2021 Zamboni that we have. And it's for $5,000 a month or a year for the 5 years to advertise, and they'll wrap the Zamboni at their cost.
Any queries, Council? Seeing none, can I have a mover and a seconder for that motion? Chris and Warren. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Okay, agenda item 7.4, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to direct the mayor and CAO to enter into a airport lease agreement for Lot 4 and Lot 14 with Advanced Aviation / Kindersley Airspray at the Kindersley Regional Airport. Deputy Administrator Kim, can you comment on these?
Sure. So this is for two different lots out at the Kindersley Regional Airport, Lot 4 and Lot 14. Both of them are to the same company, Advanced Aviation, Kindersley Airspray. This is our standard lease agreement out at the Kindersley Airport, and the rates for the lot lease and the hangar rent or lease fees are based with our airport bylaw.
Anything on that, Council? If not, can I have a mover and a seconder for the lot leases, please? Gary? Second, Rob? All in favor? Carried. Thank you. And where are we at here? That's two of them. Move on. Oh, is there something else here? 4. Oh, okay. Let's see, where's the bylaw? We have a motion on that one. Agenda item 7.5, the Council of the Town of Kindersley hereby authorizes the 2022 write-offs as set out in accordance with Schedule A, being the accounts receivable, Schedule B, the utilities, and Schedule C, the mobile home license fee, as attached to and form part of these minutes. CAO Audrey, can you comment on
I
this?
can. So this is our annual write-off resolution. I think for the most part, we're writing off from about 2018, 2019, and not huge amounts in any of them, except for the mobile home. We did have a very large account that went bankrupt, and so we need to write that off for that. So there is quite a bit in there to write off on the one property. but we did budget that, we knew that was coming, and so, in the budget, we did put more money into transfers to allowances to, compensate for that, large write-off.
I noticed there's 2 or 3 other ones of pretty significant size in the mobile home license too. We did send them to collections, I guess. And
And they're just unable to collect. They do stay in collections, so, you know, if we ever do, then, it'll just be revenue for the year, but to have it sitting on our books, just doesn't make any sense
Yep.
for it to go.
Any questions, council?
These ones that are unable to collect, whoever's naming those in, is that kind of locked in so that in the future, if they look at,
100%. If they need to borrow money or whatever, it will bite them. Yep. They will have, and we've had that happen, before where they've gone to say borrow a car and they had an outstanding ticket and they came in and paid so that their credit rating
Right.
would go back
Right.
and, yeah.
We have no further queries. Could I have a mover and a seconder to pass these motions, please? Warren, seconder Andy. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Okay. Agenda item 7.6, that the council of the town of Kindersley confirms the municipality meets the following eligible requirements to receive the municipal revenue sharing grant. Submission of the 2021 audited financial statements to the Ministry of Government Relations. Submission of the 2021 public recording on municipal waterworks to the Ministry of Government Relations. Third bullet, in good standing with respect to the reporting and remittance of education and property taxes. Adoption of a council procedures bylaw. Adoption of an employee code of conduct. All members of council have filed and annually updated their public disclosure statements as required, and that we authorize the CAO to sign the declaration of eligibility and submit it to the Ministry of Government Relations. I think that pretty much speaks for itself, but do you have anything else to add to that, Audrey? This is just the yearly requirements to get our municipal revenue sharing grant.
Yes, which we are in compliance with all of that. So when they send that to us to fill out, pretty much everything is checked, and if it's not checked, then you know that, so when I get it, it's already checked that they have my financial statements or that they've got the waterworks part of it. So, and I did go in there prior and it's all good to go. So we just have to put the resolution in.
Okay, we don't have any, I think it's standard thing every year that we have.
They are just trying to make municipalities a little bit more compliant, I guess, with that sort of thing.
Okay, I would need a mover and a seconder for that then, please. Randy, second. Chris, all in favor? Carried, thank you. Okay, agenda item 7.7, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley directs administration to distribute approved funding to the following applicants from the Community Grant Program 2022 Fall Intake. They're all $750 for 3, 6, 9, 10 of them. Kindersley Players, Kindersley Canets, Kindersley Food Bank, Kindersley and District Wellness Foundation, the Pathways to Wellness, Kindersley Screen Arts, West Central Abilities, Kindersley Aquatic Center, the Walking Trail, and the Kindersley Chamber of Commerce. Total allocation $7,500. I need a mover and a seconder for that, please. Rob, second. Warren. All in favor? Okay. Okay, agenda item 7.8, that the council of the town of Kindersley resolves to approve the document titled Committees, Boards, and Appointments of the council of the town of Kindersley, November 29th, 2022 to November 12th, 2024. And secondly, council of the town of Kindersley list of representation to committees and boards, November 29th, 2022 to November 12th, 2024. And then a copy of the aforementioned documents be attached to and form part of the minutes of this meeting. CAO Audrey, any
Yeah.
comment on this?
Yeah, so these are the committees or appointments for the next 2 years. We did go through this and, made a few changes to it as per everybody's availability. And so, yeah, these will be the representations for the committees for the next 2 years.
Okay, everybody read it and know exactly what your jobs are?
And we didn't change anything from what you had said last.
I have a mover and a seconder, please. Chris and Rob. All in favor? Oh, a lot of paper here tonight. Okay, agenda item 7.9, that the council of the town of Kindersley resolves that regular meetings for, it should be 2023, right?
What's on mine?
Shall convene at 5 p.m. and be held at the Town of Kindersley Council Chambers located at 106 5th Avenue East, Kindersley, Saskatchewan on the following dates. January the 9th and 23rd, February the 13th and 27th, March 13th and 27th, April the 11th and the 24th, May the 8th and the 23rd, June the 12th and 26th, July 10th and 24th, August 14 and 28, September 11th and 25th, October the 10th and the 23rd, November the 14th and the 27th, and December the 18th. That's when you gotta work next year.
And you will note on there, compared to this year, we did bump back the December meeting by 1 week. So it's kind of in between. Instead of being the second Monday, we made it the third Monday in between. And that was just so that we can get more accounts paid before the end of the year. So hopefully that's not an issue.
It might be for some of us.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't leave quite as early.
No, it won't be next year. Okay, anybody got any questions on that? If not, can we have a mover and seconder to approve it, please? Chris, second, Rob, all in favor? Thank you. Okay. Agenda item 8.1, that the council of the town of Kindersley resolves to accept as submitted the list of accounts as paid by the town of Kindersley in an amount of $1,203,605.23, and that a copy of said accounts be attached to and form part of the minutes of this meeting. Did you get any queries? Does anyone in council have any queries now? Any of it?
The majority of it was the paving.
Yeah, it looks big, but the paving was 800 and change, so.
Yeah.
Seeing none, can I have a mover and a seconder for the payment? Andy and Gary. All in favor? Carried. Okay, we're gonna do bylaws, okay. Agenda item 9.1A, that the council of the town of Kindersley resolves to approve the first reading of bylaw 0822, being a bylaw to fix the rates to be charged for the use and consumption of water and to fix the rates to be charged for the discharge of wastewater into the sanitary sewer lagoon. Audrey.
Yeah, so this is the bylaw for, like you said, charging during the water billings. For this one, for the next 3 years, this is for the years 23 to 25, we did no increase for the basic water charges for either residential or commercial, so that's going to stay status quo as it was for the last 3 years. We did do a small increase, I believe it was 1%, to the consumption use. So your charge per cubic meter is a 1% increase each year, so which rounds up to about 5 cents increase per cubic meter per year.
Any questions on that, council? I think that's what we arrived at last meeting in our camera, that is where we felt that it had to have a little bit of an increase, but given the economic times we're in, we tried to keep it down as much as we possibly could. So.
Yeah, on the average bill of an average user, you're probably looking, about a $2 increase per billing period.
For 2 months.
Depending on your, for 2 months, depending on your consumption, of course. If you fill a pool, you're gonna see more, but if you're just basic user, then.
Okay.
I do have a question. What about it says residential consumption for charge for cubic meter for residential is like 5 cents more than rural water users. Why is?
That was what we had done in our last one, and that's more so because they don't use any of our underground.
Sewer?
Yeah, they don't
Okay.
use the sewer, they don't have any of that, so they're just slightly less.
Okay.
Because they aren't using sewer or.
Okay.
Basically, they're only getting the water portion of that.
Any further questions, council? If not, could I have a mover and a seconder for the first reading here? Gary and Randy? All in favor? Okay, we gotta do this a couple or 3 more times. Agenda item 9.1B, that the council of the town of Kindersley resolves to approve the second reading of bylaw 0822. Again, I need a mover and a seconder, unless two of you'd like to get your hands down, that'd be great. And Randy, all in favor? Carried. 9.1C, that the council of the town of Kindersley resolves to approve that 3 readings be given to the bylaw 0822 at the November 28th, 2022 regular meeting of council. Again, movers and seconders. I'm trained over here, so I'll just keep doing it. All in favor? That wasn't nice. And finally, agenda item 9.1D, that the council of the town of Kindersley resolves to approve that bylaw 0822 being a bylaw to fix the rates to be charged for the use and consumption of water, and to fix the rates to be charged for the discharge of wastewater into the sanitary sewer lagoon be read a third time and hereby be approved, and that the approved copy of this bylaw be attached to and form part of the minutes of this meeting. All in favor, Gary and Randy, and all in favor. Thank you. Okay, and bylaw 9.2, or agenda item 9.2A, that the council of the town of Kindersley resolves to approve the first reading of bylaw 09-22, being a bylaw to amend bylaw 10-17, being a bylaw to regulate the Kindersley Regional Airport and to provide for airport authority rules, regulations, and fees. Deputy Administrator Kim.
Sure, so this bylaw, it sets our fees out at the airport for 2023, 2024, and 2025. It does repeal bylaw 0519, which was our last bylaw that set the airport rate, so it just amends our airport bylaw. So all of our rules and regulations and everything within the bylaw remain the same, this is just setting the fees.
Any questions, council? Okay, I need a mover and a seconder. Choose carefully, you're gonna have to do it 4 times. Chris and Rob. Oh. All in favor? 91B, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to approve the second reading of bylaw 0922. And we'll have Rob and Chris this time. All in favor? And 91C, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to approve that 3 readings be given to bylaw 0922 at the November 28th, 2022 meeting of council. We'll have Chris and Rob this time. All in favor? Carried. And finally, 91D, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to approve that bylaw 0922 being a bylaw to amend 1017, being a bylaw to regulate the Kindersley Regional Airport and to provide for airport authority rules, regulations, and fees be read a 3rd time and hereby be approved, and that an approved copy of this bylaw be attached to and form part of the minutes of this meeting. And that'll be moved by Rob, seconded by Chris. All in favor? Good. And there it is, right there. Okay. Agenda item 10.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to approve the consent agenda, which includes the following items for acceptance and filing. There's library board minutes are September 27th, Sask Water monthly report for October 2022, Chamber of Commerce minutes November 17th, 2022, Chamber update August 2019 to November 2022, Christmas hamper information, the Whirly board meeting minutes August 24th and November 23rd, 2022. The Whirly AGM board minute meetings of November the 23rd, 2022. The Whirly President's Report and the Loris Environmental AGM report. Lots of stuff there. Good reading. Do I have a mover and a seconder for those, please? Randy? Warren? All in favor? Agenda item 14.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves that all business having been concluded, the November 28, 2022 regular meeting of the council be adjourned at 7:40 p.m. Mover and seconder. Rob. Warren. All in favor? Carried.